there is no room for anything other than you already having what you want. You already have what you want, okay? Okay, so I was having a conversation with my best friend the other day, and I was just telling her about so many things, so many of the things that I manifested in literally 24 hours, or sometimes less than 24 hours, overnight, or if it's not 24 hours or overnight, it's very, very fast, within like less than 3 to 5 days. So I wanted to share some of those things, and I also wanted to give my tips of what I would do and what I do when and if I need to manifest something in 24 hours. So some of the things that I have already manifested, I'm going to put it right here on the screen, but overnight it's been Beyonce tickets, and not only just the tickets, we got extremely good seats. We had AMG lounge access. I think it's AMG or AMC, I don't know, but we had free lounge access, free food, free drinks, like unlimited everything, and it was amazing. We manifested that. I manifested that overnight. Okay, overnight. I manifested so much money overnight, whether it's cash, whether it was a check. Most of these were unexpected. These were unexpected. All of them actually were unexpected. All the money I manifested overnight or within 24 hours have come from unexpected sources. I manifested free gifts, free food, obviously. I've manifested so many things you guys will see here, but I've manifested my cats were manifested overnight. I literally was having a conversation with my cousin one day, and was like, oh my God, I think I want cats. I want two. I want a boy and a girl. Da, da, da. The next day, she literally calls me. It's like, hey, I know you mentioned cats to me yesterday, but my coworker just had kittens and blah, blah, blah. And that same night, she brought them to my house. So I literally manifested those overnight. There's so many things that I've manifested overnight. So if I needed to manifest something overnight right now, here's what I would do. And this is in no particular order or anything. This is just straight off the dome what I would do. Okay? So the first thing I would do is, obviously, you're going to have to lock in. You're going to have to make a decision that what you want is already yours. You are locked in, period. That's what it is. It's almost like when you make a decision that you're going to change your lifestyle. You're going to start going to the gym. You're going to start being in a calorie deficit. You're going to do these things, right? You literally have to lock in. I have to even lock in when I know that, like, I have to do a big deep clean in my home. It's like I have to mentally prepare myself, and just literally, and the mental preparation is really just you making a decision. You're just really locking into the fact that, like, okay, this is what it is, and this is what it's going to be, and it's about to get done, right? So I would literally mentally lock in, and that lock in also, you're also knowing that, like, there is no room for anything other than you already having what you want. You already have what you want, okay? The second thing I would do is I would remind myself, and I talk to myself a lot in the mirror, you guys. I don't know if you do it. I don't know if you think it's weird, but I do. I talk to myself in the mirror a lot. I give myself pep talk. So I would look at myself in the mirror, and I would remind myself that, like, I don't know about you guys, but I genuinely believe that things can shift for the better in an instant, in a blink of an eye, like literally right before your eyes. I truly believe that my bank account can say one thing tonight, and in the morning it could very well be $1 million in there. I truly believe, again, that things can change in an instant, and I believe that there can be drastic changes in an instant. And I believe that the reason why more people don't experience these drastic changes or are able to manifest drastically in such a short time in the way that humans perceive time is because they're holding on to so many limiting beliefs that say otherwise. Literally, the only thing that is keeping you from having the things that you want, or from manifesting these drastic changes, or not even drastic, just changes in general, are just your limiting beliefs. So releasing all limiting beliefs, like I would literally intentionally say, I'm releasing all limiting beliefs surrounding this thing, whatever it is that I'm manifesting. So I would look myself in the mirror and remind myself that, like, things can literally change in an instant if you allow it, by dropping your limiting beliefs. Okay. Okay, so first I have to tell y'all about this new Teddy Blake bag that I've just added to my collection because it's giving full on luxury. Now, for those of y'all who didn't know, Teddy Blake works with the exact same Italian designers who work for some of the biggest luxury brand names in the business, and y'all know the brands I'm talking about, okay? This Teddy Blake bag is made with 100% Italian leather, so it smells amazing, it feels amazing. When I say butter soft, it's literally so soft. You guys can tell that it's made to last just by the smell and the touch. What I love most about shopping with Teddy Blake is that I get to scratch my luxury itch without breaking the bank. I love a good, affordable, quality, chic, timeless bag that is just not breaking the bank. Like, you literally cannot beat it. So if you want to check out their website, the links will be all down in the description box below. If you want to be bag twins with me and get this exact bag, I'll link it for you guys in the comment section down below as well. Thank you so much, Teddy Blake, for sponsoring today's video. The next thing I would do is I would already go to the end. So mentally, I would go to tomorrow. If I'm manifesting something in 24 hours starting today, and right now it is 6:00 p.m. So right now, I would mentally go to 7 p.m. tomorrow, because that's 25 hours, right? So I would go to the very end of that version of me in which my desire has already manifested. What am I thinking? Me personally, and this is gonna vary and be different for everybody. Everybody's different. But for me, when I go to that version of myself, I know that I would at some point sit with myself and just reflect and be like, you really are a master manifester. You really are a master manifester. Like, you manifest so fast. Like, I manifest things so fast. I manifest things overnight. I manifest things in 24 hours, like easy. Like, my desire manifested so fast. So the first thing I would do is talk to myself about it. Now, some of you guys are going to be a little different on this next part. The next part, I would definitely have a conversation with my best friend. Like, girl, I told you my desire was gonna manifest in 24 hours. It's here. I would actually FaceTime her and be like, here's my manifestation. I told you it manifested in 24 hours. Like, I would already be having these inner conversations with either myself or with my best friend. And these conversations would be from the version of me that to which my desire has already manifested, right? So all of my affirmations, because I know sometimes when we think about manifesting on a time crunch or in 24 hours or overnight, we think about like, well, what's the perfect affirmation? The perfect affirmation is whatever that version of you is thinking now that they already have the thing that they want. So, like, lock in on at least one or two of those thoughts from the version of you that already has it, that manifested this thing overnight or in 24 hours, and literally loop those thoughts and inner conversations over and over and over and over again. Loop it until the thing actually manifests, period. Loop that conversation until it manifests. The next thing I would do, in addition to looping my affirmations that imply that I already have what I want, is I would then take it a step further, and I would personally use the Parrot app. This is kind of like gonna give you the same results as a subliminal would, but instead of like a subliminal like from YouTube or just a random creator, I would create my own affirmation tape using the Parrot app. Now, I have an iPhone. I know I've done videos before on the Parrot app, and some of you guys have Androids, and I'm not quite sure if Android has the Parrot app yet or not. I want to say that they do. So, but for all of my Apple users, I will leave a link down below in the description box on the Parrot app so that you guys can find it. But literally, it's the easiest thing. I would just record all of my affirmations that I'm already looping in my mind from that end version of myself that manifested this thing in 24 hours or overnight, and I would record my voice, and I would record the affirmations in my voice on the Parrot app, and once I'm done, I would loop that on like a very low volume until the thing manifests, until it manifests however often I could, right? I'm not saying you need to just listen to this thing nonstop, right? Just whenever you can, whenever you're in a situation where, like for me, I'll put it on a low volume while I'm watching TV, while I'm doing household tasks, while I'm sleeping, of course, but I'll listen to it at any time while I'm on the phone, on FaceTime with my best friend. I'll have it looping on my phone while I'm on the iPad with her. So, and for me, it's like, why not use the Parrot app along with you already mentally looping the same scenario? So just for clarity, on the Parrot app, you're going to put the same thing, like, my desire manifested in less than 24 hours. Like, it literally manifested overnight. Like, of course it did. Of course it did, because the law of cause and effect says X, Y, and Z, you know, like, of course I'm a master manifester. Of course this thing manifested overnight. Like, of course it did. So all of your affirmations, again, are just implying that you already have this thing. So just to recap, I would lock in, I would remind myself of the fact that things can literally change in an instant, because they can, okay? And they are changing in an instant, whether you can see the change happening around you or not. Things are shifting and conforming in your favor because you are selecting a new story. And so things are conforming instantly, again, whether you can see it or not. I would be looping affirmations from the version of myself that has already manifested this thing. So where it's already happened, the thing manifested overnight or in less than 24 hours. And now what are my thoughts? Those thoughts would be my affirmations that I would loop. I would also put these affirmations on the Parrot app and let it loop on a low volume while I was doing everything else. And then that night when I went to sleep, I would also do the lullaby method, which is similar to SATS, but whereas SATS uses visualization, the lullaby just uses words. So you're just still going to sleep. As you're falling asleep, you're still looping these affirmations over and over and over again, okay? And you're going to do this, you're going to do all of this until that thing manifests. So yeah, that's what I would do if I had to manifest. That's what I would do if I had to manifest something right now in 24 hours or less. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Sending nothing but peace, love, and blessings. Happy manifesting.